How are you good people doing? Hopefully you guys are all doing well. I'm going to do something here. I'm just going to make sure that I can hear this playing live while I'm doing this on another screen. So excuse me for a second while I do this. Let's see here. I can hear myself pretty good here, but let's see. I don't hear no music though. Let's see. There it is. What's going on, good folks? Hope you guys are all doing well out there. Hope y'all doing amazing today. Got something that's going to be a little, and I don't want to say it's going to be different, but it's definitely going to be good. What's going on, Red? How you doing, sis? Appreciate you being in here. All that great stuff, sis. But this is going to be really interesting because I'm going to be showing some things here. So I just want to let y'all know that. Mama Carol, how you doing, sis? We got Mama Carol in the house. We got Lorenzo in the house. Heather Leah in the house. And yeah, I'm glad that everything was okay. You didn't float away from them storms you guys had come through. Glad everything worked out for you. Bye, Eddie B. How you doing? How you doing? I'm probably not going to take as much time as I usually do. When I do this, I'm probably not going to take as much time. Usually I wait about a good 5 some minutes before I get into it. But I'm probably going to do this so I can roll through it quick because people's attention spans are really short. So let me see something here. Right. So with that being said, y'all know who I am. You should by now. And welcome to the channel. Appreciate y'all all being in here. Don't forget, folks, to make sure to double check that you are subscribed to the channel. Also, if you like the information that I'm putting out and what I'm doing here, make sure you hit the like button so this video can be circulated within the YouTube algorithm and all that good stuff. Also, to those of you who have already sent super chats and all that, I really appreciate it. Listen to me. I know that some of y'all have been with my channel for a long time. Listen, y'all should know my personality by now. I am not going to get upset because you sent a Cash App late as a gift for me and my wife's anniversary. Y'all, I'm telling you, I definitely appreciate it. You know I do. Definitely love y'all and appreciate y'all for doing it. But all I'm saying, don't feel bad because you forgot my anniversary. I know some of y'all been with me for 3+ odd years, but don't feel bad because you forgot the anniversary and you didn't see anything. And then you said, oh, Ty, I didn't even know you were doing videos and I wasn't being notified. And when you said this, y'all don't have to explain that. I promise you don't. I'm not going to be upset. And I hope you don't take this the wrong way. I'm not even thinking about it. Like, oh man, these people been with me for all these years. Nobody said. I don't think that way. I'm not like that. Y'all should know me by now. So anyway, of course, like all things, though, I'm giving honor where honor is due because some of these people I contacted back through email and want to make sure that it was okay that I said their name for the ones that donated and sent something through Cash App. That's what I want to say. So where'd you go? Miss Dara Carroll says, keep spreading the word of reason. She said, keep spreading the word of reason and kindness. Dara Carroll, God bless you. And I really appreciate the super chat that you sent. Okay, so folks, I see there's a lot of good folks in here that I'm used to. Red is in the house. Lawrence Rietano is in the house. Binary B is in the house. We got Miss Unconventional in the house. How are you guys all doing? Hope you guys are all doing well. I'm getting ready to go ahead and possibly fly right through this, folks. And so I can do some other things for y'all, of course. But I want you guys to pay attention to this video of what Trump is saying right here, because a lot of people think that just because I am somebody that actually liked Trump, met Trump, all that good stuff, they think that I will not say anything against Trump. Well, you about to find out right now. I can tell you right now, because I had a lot of people send me in the video saying, I want to know your thoughts on this and what Trump said about it. And since I'm the one who said I didn't agree with Trump in how this vaccine and all this stuff, how he came out and what he said about it and what he thought was a good thing. Okay, let's get ready to do this. So I'm going to see what Trump said here, because sometimes y'all can send me videos in your line, but I want to do this as a live recording to show proof of that. Okay, don't forget, folks, you can share the video once this video is over. As y'all can see, shadow banning happens because they hate this channel and what I do, because I don't follow the program and the narrative. So anyway, without further ado, folks, let's get ready to roll right into this to see what happened. This is a shout out to Ruben using this short video right here, and they gave me some timelines of where I can skip to. All right, so let's see here.
But you have a lot of people that love the vaccines. I mean, you do. They happen to be more Democrat than they are Republican.
That's why I asked the question.
But you have a lot of people. There are people that say I saved 100 million lives. I don't even talk about it. There
are stop. Oh, let's get ready to get into that right there. Okay, where is it at? Trump, come on.
A lot of people that look, but you have a lot of people that love the vaccines. I mean, you do. They happen to be more Democrat than they are Republican.
That's why I asked.
Now, I got to tell y'all, that part right there, I honestly do not know. I don't know if more Democrats and more Republicans love the vaccine. I don't know if more Democrats and more Republicans hate the vaccine. That right there is not even an issue to me. I don't even care which side hate it or likes it more than the other. I do not care. But y'all do know that if you have been with me for some time, I laid it out as clear as day when they gave us medical professionals, when they gave the doctors, nurses, nurse practitioners, physical therapists, you know, when they gave everybody in the medical field these pamphlets, where they should have, and telling us all about this COVID vaccine and everything that's going to come out, they laid everything out for us. Okay. Some people took it, some people didn't. As a director, okay, I have employees. When they got rolled out, what I did, said, here's the information about the vaccine. If you want to take it, here you go. If you don't want to take it, here's a decline form. That's it. Because of how neutral, everybody knows how I feel about it. They know how I feel about it. But once I hand these things out to my employees, I didn't say anything. I didn't make a face. I'd be like, hey, here is a packet right here for the COVID vaccine. And then if you don't want to take the COVID vaccine, there's also a paper right there attached. There you go. I did it to all my employees. I didn't show nothing like, I wouldn't do that if I were you. I didn't do anything. I didn't even give them any type of inclination that I wanted them to take it or decline it. I just gave them their paper and let's say, make sure you read through it. It's your choice whether you get it or not. That's it. Now, on the contrary, if they came and asked me what did I feel about it, you know I brought it. I brought the research. I broke it down to them and everything, right? So anyway, with what Trump is saying right here, again, I don't know if I can necessarily say whether Dems like it more than the other. I don't know that.
That's the question.
You have a lot of people. There are people that say I saved 100 million lives. I don't even talk about it.
Okay. I told you I'll be real. Y'all, you never know. I might get this interview with Trump one day. I don't know. I'll call Cap. I'm like, now see, that's what I'm saying. My personality, I'll be like, sir, Trump, who are these people? People said I saved a lot of lives. Who? What people? Name some specifically. I mean, if he don't want to name some specifically because he don't want to shine no light on them and get them in trouble, whatever like that, I get it. But somebody like me, I'm going to be like, no, because I'm one of those people that I do this. And again, I will treat all human beings with dignity and respect when we're having a conversation, right? I don't care if it's Trump. And don't take this like this as rude, y'all. I wouldn't care if it was Jesus. He knows my heart. He knows my intent. I will flat out say, what people? It's one of those things where if somebody disagrees with me, they will say things like this. They will say, oh man, they say if you don't get this shot, Tom, like who is they? And whoever they are, what makes them right? No, man, they say that if you don't go and do, who are they? So when Trump's just made this statement and said, people said I saved a lot of lives, what people? Because if people took that Fauci ouchie and they had adverse effects and they passed away, which I know for a fact a lot of them did, will we also say, Trump, people will say that you also destroyed a lot of lives? Oh, but you only want to take accountability for the ones that got saved. Okay. Anyway, let me digress from that. I'm just telling you. Anyway, let's go back to this video. Okay, they say skip ahead. Okay. Okay, going to the timeline with the reporter. Okay, right here. 40. Here we go.
The vaccine.
What do you do here as RNC rights around this country?
Yeah.
And we have lost people because you supported the jab.
Yeah.
What do you think you would do different?
Yeah. Well, everybody wanted a vaccine at that time. And I was able to do something that nobody else could have done, getting it done very, very rapidly. But I never was for mandates. I thought the mandates were terrible. And there's a big portion of the country.
Hold on. Somebody said, we want to see your face. Okay, let's go. Let's see. Where are we at? 46 seconds?
Mandates. I thought the mandates. Yeah, well, everybody wanted a vaccine at that time. And I was able to do something that nobody else could have done, getting it done very, very rapidly.
He kind of knows it.
We lost people because you supported the jab.
Yeah.
What do you think you would do different?
Yeah, well, everybody wanted a vaccine at that time. And I was able to do something that nobody else could have done, getting it done very, very rapidly. But I never was for mandates. I thought the mandates were terrible. And there's a big portion of the country that thinks that was a great thing. You understand that. Not a lot of the people in this room, but there is a big.
Look, I will give credit where credit is due.
That's what I was. Okay, check this out. So let's get back to that. Okay, let me see. There's it. That was it. Oh, okay. So I'm going to go back and play this, and I'm going to give my little spot on here, okay? We're going to talk about this a little bit, and I'll let y'all go.
What do you do here as RNC?
Not happy with it.
What do you do here as RNC rights around this country?
Yeah.
And we have lost people because you supported the jab.
Yeah.
Now, what I want to tell you is she did exactly what I just got done saying. She said, we lost people and you supported the jab, right? Is Trump going to answer this question? I'm going to tell you straight up right now, no, he did not. Anyway, let's go. Told y'all think I can be very critical of Donald Trump. We saved a lot of lives. Okay, no, she said the ones that got lost. Anyway, let's go ahead. Let's go.
What do you think you would do differently?
Yeah, well, everybody wanted a vaccine at that time.
The question is, what do you think you would do differently?
And I was able to do something that nobody else could have done, getting it done very, very rapidly. But
now here comes where you can actually distract the person away from their original question with what you're getting ready to say right here.
I never was for mandates. I thought the mandates were terrible. And
so then the question that would be right here is Trump saying, oops, I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't even know y'all can see the video. My bad. I'll go back for y'all. My bad. Thank y'all for letting me know.
And I was able to do something that nobody else could have done, getting it done very, very rapidly. But I never was for mandates. I thought the mandates were terrible.
So I get that and I understand that Trump wasn't for the mandates, but that had nothing to do with the premises of her question. That's what I'm saying. And he never did answer the question, which a lot of people are good at doing that.
Yeah.
And we have lost people.
We lost people because you supported the jab, Trump.
You supported the jab.
Yeah.
What do you think you would do differently?
Yeah, well, everybody wanted a vaccine at that time.
I call a cap on that. Everybody did not want a vaccine. In fact, everybody didn't want a vaccine. People were so much in a panic. People just did not know what to do. Now, of course, I understand that people were, this is what I'm going to get at right now, because I want to make sure people understand some things here. Lives were being lost from COVID, and more lives were being lost with COVID. Yeah, you heard me. I was saying this since day one in the hospitals between Chicago and St. Louis. I'm not going to name them off because y'all going to try to figure out which hospitals I work at, and y'all going to try to get me fired because y'all already tried it. It didn't work. Anyway, I'm only telling you the truth, period. There's a difference, and I said this all day long. I even said this at my church back in 2019 when the stuff was hitting. There is a difference between dying with COVID and dying from COVID. People that were dying with COVID also had other comorbidities. We rarely had people that were legitimately dying from COVID itself. Rare. Very rare. So many different things coming to there right now. Certain ventilators they were on. There's so many different complications in there. But don't act like I'm going to be stupid and think that people weren't dying as a result of COVID. But again, bigger numbers. I don't care what bigger numbers of people died with COVID, along with having other comorbidities, COPD, CHF, already had certain types of pneumonia. They had all type of other things they had going on when they got COVID. So all those things accumulated to them dying, not just COVID at all, period. Okay. So I just wanted to throw that out there and let y'all know that, because some people are going to say, well, people were absolutely dying to pass away. Again, don't take my word for it. Don't believe me. Go and do your research and you're going to find the differences of somebody dying with COVID, along with COVID morbidities, and somebody dying from COVID, right? We also are finding out right now that people are also passing away from getting the Fauci ouchie. It's just a given, right? So anyway, I'm going to digress from this. Okay, so Ivan, since you seem to have a hard time understanding, yes, same exact thing. You said dying from HIV and dying with HIV. What? You really don't understand that? You really don't understand that logic? If you don't understand that logic, I'm not going to do that because I don't want you to think it's being insulting. But no, if you don't understand that logic, I want to tell you, there is a difference. And we all know this. Yeah, you can actually have a whole bunch of other comorbidities and die with HIV because of all those comorbidities. And now that you got HIV, your immune system definitely, your body's trying to take care of all those other comorbidities. And now you contracted HIV. Now your body got to try to fight that off as well. So it can be very damaging to your body. So you're dying with HIV, but not as a result from HIV. Now, if you are clean, most people don't die from HIV anyway because there's medication for it. So anyway, I get what you're trying to do there, but yeah, that's not going to work. But nice try, though. So anyway, folks, let's get back to this part of the video that Donald Trump did not answer the woman's question, though, about him supporting and what would he do differently.
And I was able to do something that nobody else could have done, getting it done very, very rapidly.
Now, I got to tell y'all, I'm cutting them off. Of course, okay, I'm sorry. My bad. Here we go. Let me go back again, because Trump good for doing this.
Nobody else could have done, getting it done. I wanted a vaccine at that time. And I was able to do something that nobody else could have done, getting it done very, very rapidly.
Now, Trump is really good and really slick for doing this. And I told y'all, he does this a lot. Trump would end up taking, like right now, notice how he completely went and started bragging about what he was able to accomplish. Now, of course, major kudos. Trump was not pushing for any mandates for anybody to lose their jobs or anything like that. That's absolutely ridiculous and absolutely crazy, right? But at the same time, you still are deflecting from that question. She said, what would you have done differently? I was able to do something that I was able to do rapidly. I was able to get it done fast. It's never been done. Trump will draw attention to himself about what he was able to accomplish. But it's like this, Trump, I'm not asking you. We all know that the vaccines were able to come out really fast in record time, which most medical professionals who have a common sense mind all know that when we went through school, we all knew that when it comes to any type of new medication, vaccines, whatever it may be, there's usually a trial period of anywhere from 3 to 5 years before they even try to release it to the market. You people, right? But this, I'm telling y'all, y'all were the trial. Whoever took it, you guys were the trial. You were the trial. And we got papers. I have the papers right there to prove it. I have paper. I got stuff that can show y'all how people flip-flopped on things and all this. But you know what? Okay. Check this out. I'm gonna show y'all something here. See if I can share this. Some of y'all may not have seen this, but I want to share this with y'all. Where are we at? Let me see if it's showing up. Check this out. Hopefully you guys can hear this too. This is on my Instagram channel.
There is a cost to us as a news organization to knowingly broadcast untrue things. We are here to bring you the news. It hurts our ability to do that if we live broadcast what we fully expect in advance to be a litany of lies and false accusations, no matter who says them.
Instead of the virus being able to hop from person to person to person, potentially mutating and becoming more virulent and drug resistant along the way, now we know that the vaccines work well enough that the virus stops with every vaccinated person.
That's not entirely accurate.
We take our responsibilities seriously.
A vaccinated person gets exposed to the virus does not infect them. The virus cannot then use that person to go anywhere else.
Bitch, that's a fucking lie.
We revisit decisions like this all the time.
It cannot use a vaccinated person as a host to go get more people.
We make the best call that we can in real time, every time.
That means the vaccines will get us to the end of this.
What? Which part?
Now, you guys all saw that, right? Check this out. Y'all were arguing me up and down. You don't know what you're talking about. I sat there and told y'all that when you go through medical school, especially when you go through virology, cytology, microbiology, you learn the ABCs and the 1, 2, 3 of viral transmission and everything like that, right? When this woman said that back during that time, I was telling y'all that they have no way of knowing it because it's never been done. It's never been tested. But we have people in here like Ivan. You don't know what you're talking about. You're just spreading misinformation. I sat there and told y'all that they do not know that if you get this vaccine, whether you will be able to transmit it or whether you can become contagious, they don't know that. You're just trying to get people scared. Huh? Where y'all at? People like Ivan, where y'all at? Huh? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? I even did a live video and said all the ones who said that I was scaring people, spreading false information. I didn't know what I was talking about. Where did you get your degrees from? I don't see any of y'all coming up here saying, Ty, we got it wrong. Because guess what happened? How many boosters y'all need right now? Ivan, how many boosters you got? how many boosters y'all saying? But okay, I got you on that. Ivan says she is a reporter, not a scientist. But you people like y'all were believing the news reporters, and more y'all were people who are actually scientists. Oh, what scientists? You mean like Dr. Fauci? Oh, believe him because he's a scientist, right? In fact, Dr. Fauci said to people like you, Ivan, who were deceived by this, he said to you guys, I am science. That's what Fauci said. Fauci was the one who sat there and lied. What do I need to keep showing my proof? Do you want to see some receipts? Receipts you want, receipts you'll get. Let's see here, folks. I want to bring to the court. Let me see if I can bring up this video if they didn't censor it again to try to take it down. Let me see if I can bring to the court who Ivan said that this lady is a reporter and she's not a science. She's not a scientist. Dr. Fauci said, I am science. That's what Dr. Fauci said, right? But let's see here. Let's see for the record, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see for the record, ladies and gentlemen, what Fauci said as far as him and his expertise recommendation.
Well, I didn't recommend locking anything down. I recommended to the president that we shut the country down.
Science. If you make up any excuse for this man that obviously lied to your face and flat out lied to all Americans, you have Stockholm syndrome to your abuser. Plain and simple. Good day.
Well, I didn't recommend locking anything down. I recommended to the president that we shut the country down.
So, So, Ivan, Dr. Fauci told people like you, he said, I am science, is what Dr. Fauci said. So, oh, he's a liar. Oh, really? Oh, because he's way in the news and everything, and he's at this big old platform, and everybody looked at him as being God. Little old Ty Smith, who went to school and everything just like, oh, Ty doesn't know what he's talking about, but this whole time, have I been wrong? Have I been wrong? Have I misled y'all? Didn't I tell y'all that eventually I got the receipts, baby. I got receipts from when I started talking about this in 2019 and then 2020, 2021. I kept saying, oh, guys, don't be surprised if within months, if that vaccine and when the vaccine does not work, they're going to tell you you're going to need another. I said, oh, guys, don't be surprised that in the future, this is going to be like the only vaccine you heard of where you got to go back and get a booster for it. The flu, they tell you to get it once a year, but this thing is, in 3 months or a 6-month period, get another one, get another one, get another one, get another one. They keep on flip-flopping on y'all, these scientists. And then what you would do, you would try to turn around and say, oh, he's not really a scientist. He is just but y'all believe them. See, here's the thing. This is what I want to tell you. Most likely, you guys got y'all information and y'all news. Y'all got y'all information about all this from watching the news. You most likely did not go to your personal doctor and ask your personal doctor about it, because if you did, it's a good chance your doctor got his information from who? He got his information from the news. But they gave all of us who have a certain type of position, whether you are a doctor, a physician assistant, a nurse, a physical therapist, physical people that can personally render services straight dead on and direct with the patient. They gave us all these pamphlets for us to read through. And if anybody was going to be getting the vaccine, we had to sit there and pretty much break down a lot of things they had to do, right? We had to. So here we go again. I love this. See, check this out. Ivan, I get it. Ivan says, fool, the shingles vaccine, you need vaccines, fool. The chickenpox vaccine, you need vaccine. I've never been vaccinated in my life with anything. How is that? Because guess what? We didn't go by hearsay. My sons, they are out of school now. Ask if they've been vaccinated with all this stuff. Well, they say if you see there again, I told you in the beginning of this video, this whole they say if your kids don't get the vaccines, they can't go to school. Well, how did mine make it through? How did they get through? Ivy, you want to answer how did my kids get through school? You want to answer for us? Ivan, since you know, Ivan, since you know, that's what I love this. This is great, Ivan. Since you know, can you tell me how I was able to get through med school without having to get the hepatitis B shot, They want the immunization. Can you tell me how I was able to get through without getting none of those shots? Ivan, please break it down. Since you know more than I do, and you obviously went through the same program I went through, and you actually sat there and had a camera on my sons, and you watched them go through school. Can you tell me how they was able to go through school without getting all those vaccines? Can you tell me? Oh, I know. I know. I know. Yeah, I absolutely love it. But then guess what y'all gonna do? People like y'all would try to deflect and say something else. Well, then since you didn't, well then tell me then what? I want to relish in you being wrong. Because again, when you just got done mentioning what you mentioned, if you just got done mentioning what you mentioned right here, tell me how come we didn't do it? And like a great portion of my family didn't do it, didn't get them. And we all went through school, finished high school, and college, a lot of schooling in college. Tell me how. Huh? Do you know that there's a form that you can fill out? Huh? Did you know that certain religion? Do you know that there's a lot of doctors that I'm colleagues of mine that come from different religions that they don't get? Do you even know that 80% of the MDs, colleagues that I have, do you know that they don't even get the flu shot at all? But they'll give it to you? That's what I'm saying. I'm in this thing. This is what we do. I'm trying to give people information and give them the real thing. But you got people who don't know anything about this that will fight again. No, you're just up here. Okay, but like I said, all my subscribers on here right now, you guys been with me since this stuff started. I told y'all about people we lost. I told y'all. Can y'all name one time that Ty Smith told y'all that he got COVID? Can y'all name one time in here that I said, oh, y'all, I'm off this week. I got to stay home because of COVID. I let y'all know about the testing they were done. There's people in here right now. I gave them forms, religious exemptions, and all of them said when they turned the religious exemption pamphlet that I gave them, their jobs had no choice but to take them. But their jobs also said, if you don't get this, you're going to, and when I gave them those religious exemptions with the, also with the the legality and the words that they needed to use for those so-called mandates, their jobs didn't even know it. Oh, because Ty don't know what he's talking about. I know it. That's what it is. I have no idea what I'm talking about. And then I love when y'all do this. Ivan, you are perfect. Ivan, I'm so glad you're here right now. I'm so glad you're here right now. Oh, man. Oh, Ivan said I'm not a scientist. Oh, so we got a few things going on here that's messed up. I'm not a scientist, but I'm more right than a scientist. That should be an issue. That should be an issue. Wait a minute. Oh, so this black dude who is a medical professor who does things on YouTube trying to inform the public. He's a comedian. He can't be boxed because we don't know how can this dude be funny? How can he be a musician? How can he be serious? How can he be funny? How can he be jokative? How can he be sarcastic? How can he be all these things? He's not a scientist, but at the same time, take me away from that. Oh, I'm not a scientist, y'all, but yet for some odd reason, I've been right more than the so-called scientist that you call a scientist. Tell me where I'm wrong at. Tell me where I was wrong at. You can't. Tell me that I was wrong when I sat there and told y'all that there's going to be more boosters and all this stuff coming. Oh, you're not a scientist. I was right. Wasn't I? And this is what I love about this too. When you say I'm not a scientist, tell me this. This is really simple. This is how, folks, I'm telling y'all, and my mentees that are listening, this is what I'm telling y'all. This is what people do, and you cannot let them try to deflect. When they try to drop this bomb like Ivan is doing right here, and Ivan, again, I promise you, I'm not saying this. I hope you don't feel like I'm trying to. I really am. I'm really trying to educate. So I don't want you to feel like I don't like you or nothing like that. We just have a disagreement. It's obvious, okay? You call me a fool. I'm not going to call you no names. I don't do all that because I get name called all day long. It's It's like breathing air. Anyway, so what I'm saying that for is when you say I'm not a scientist, sir, that's not going to work. Because if I sat here and tell you I know how to find y equals mx plus b, I can tell you right now I know how to do calculus. I can tell you that I'm really good at doing trigonometry, SOHCAHTOA. I can sit here and tell you right now that I know how to actually solve a lot of problems. I can tell you right now that I can do some algebraic expressions. I know how to do calculus. I can tell you right now that 2 plus 2 is 4. And you will turn around and say, you're not a mathematician. That's not going to work. What you need to be doing is understanding that I got the answer right. That's what you should be focusing on. Wait, this dude not a scientist, but he's right? Somebody need to give this dude a scientist degree. I'm not a scientist, ladies and gentlemen, but everything that I said on my channel about this Fauci ouchie, I've been right. Everything I said about them lying, I've been right. Why? I wonder why. Is it because I work in the industry? Is it because I've been in this thing for so long? I don't know. I know. I don't know what I'm talking about, y'all. I don't know what I'm talking about. Say what now says facts. Many professionals such as yourself haven't had their kids vaxxed, and they are some of the strongest and strapping kids in school. But no, that's a lie. You're just saying that now, you're just saying that. You're just saying that. So hold on, let me see something. Let me see something. Because I don't want you to take my word for it. I don't want you to take my word for it. What I'd rather do, Ivan, I'm glad you're here because this is a very educational situation right now. Let me see. Check this out. I want to show y'all this. Give me a moment. I want to show y'all something here. All right, let me see if it's showing you guys first. All right, then we'll get back to it. Check this out.
Science is a process of.
Make sure y'all can see this.
The idea that you have a high pope of science, Tony Fauci, a man who can stand up in front of the American people and say, if you question me, you're not simply questioning a man, you're questioning science itself. We don't have a high pope of science. Science is a process of questioning. Science is a process of discovery by people in reasoned discussion with each other, developing data, testing hypotheses. It's a process that leads over time to better and better knowledge about the way the material world works. To displace that and to say, okay, a small number of people at the head of powerful cartels can then say, this is what the science says, and everyone must agree or else you are responsible for disinformation. It's extremely dangerous, John, that we have a scientific clerisy that says, I know what's true, and I will make or break anyone who disagrees with me.
There it is. There it is. Now, this is, so everybody needs to go back and read some information, pay attention to the sources, and get it straight. Ty, I respect you, but in this issue, you are wrong. DH, tell me where I'm wrong at. Tell me, DH, DCH 1960, I will let you come on here and you can get on the camera and we can do this and you can tell me where I'm wrong at. I want to know where I'm wrong at. You want to know why? The type of guy that I am, if I'm wrong about something, I go back and I get it right because that makes me more of it makes me more of a better clinician because I have more right in my arsenal now if I got something wrong. You know what I'm trying to say? Trust me when I tell you. Anybody that's ever worked with me would tell you, if Ty is doing something and we find a better way to do it than what Ty is currently doing, I'm the type of person to where I will sit there and listen to a person. Okay, well, let me try that. You know what? You were right. That was easier. You know what? You know what? The way that I was doing it, it was kind of a little bit throwing my efficiency off. So, but I'm glad that you let me know. Oh no, but you just not going to be able to just throw it out there and say, in this issue, you are wrong, because I'm not. I got the receipts. Why are you being boosted? Why? I mean, it's like I said, it's amazing. Boy, if there was no such thing as HIPAA, and I was able to show y'all a lot of our patients, my God, y'all would be like, dude. But it does, you know what? It does not matter, because no matter what it is, I can show you guys facts all day long. If you are already of the mindset that you already are prepared to not believe anything that I'm going to tell you anyway, it's a lost cause. That means it's fine. I'm not even talking to you. I'm talking to the ones who are actually worried, the ones who actually want to know the truth about it. And even that, I have some people that follow this channel because they just really did not know what to do and they were scared. They went and got the jab anyway. I have people that also follow my channel. They got the jab. They got jacked up by it. And they are so embarrassed about it that they won't, I mean, which is cool. I'm not coercing them. I will not make people do anything they do not want to do. These people have been with me for years. They had adverse reactions to getting the jab. And I say, would you mind getting onto my channel? And you don't even have to show your face, but can you talk about the experience that you had? And they felt so embarrassed by doing it, because it was like, I would feel embarrassed by doing it, Ty, because I don't want anybody to attack me and say, well, how stupid were you to get it when Ty warned you? I get it. One of my best friends have to be on blood thinners because she ended up developing tons of clots. I don't know how many years they told. Years now? Years. I sat down and had a long, drawn out conversation about it and what the risks are, saying that we don't even know. Look, I even told y'all that the pamphlets that they gave us on it, they was telling us that they don't even know how this vaccine is going to even interact with any current vaccines that's in your body already. They don't know how it's going to react with any over-the-counter medication that you take. They do not know. I got the papers over here still, but I'm not about to go through all of them. But I told y'all that. So why would you risk doing that? Because here's the thing. Media, sources, scientists, leading scientists said this, and leading scientists said, matter of fact, again, just for, let me see where my guy at, because he knows what I'm talking about. He put some stuff on here again. I'm going to possibly do this last little receipt right here, but the whole point of it is Trump pushed this out, folks. And even though Trump pushed this out, there's things on here I wholeheartedly disagreed with him on it. I disagree with Trump on it because I don't care how fast it came out and Trump bragged all about it. Dude, I'm not about to do anything on here whatsoever, put anything in my body that has not been. Check this out. My guy Corey. Shout out to my guy Corey Yeshua. Let me see. Make sure y'all all can see this. Let me let Corey break it down to us, since people hate hearing me so much. Let's hear this part. Let's hear this part right here, ladies and gentlemen. And after this, I promise I'm gonna do my best to try to let y'all go. Here we go.
Main pushers of the jab and leading expert has been offered $800,000 to join the Joe Rogan show and have a debate with Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who's been labeled one of the most prominent anti-jabbers. Here's the tweet from the leading jab expert that got conversation of the debate started. Dr. Peter Hotez says Spotify has stopped even sort of trying to stem Joe Rogan's jab misinformation. It's really true. And from all the online attacks I'm receiving after this absurd podcast, it's clear many actually believe this nonsense. He was responding to the article from Vice, calling out the podcast between Joe Rogan and RFK Jr. Joe Rogan responds, Peter, if you claim what RFK Jr. is saying is misinformation, I am offering $100,000 to the charity of your choice if you're willing to debate him on my show with no time limit. Dr. Hotez responded with a now deleted tweet saying, be serious, Joe. That's what you throw out for your hunting buddies on a weekend. A $50 million endowment, which you, Spotify, and RFK Jr. can easily afford. Not for me, but so we can continue making low-cost patent-free jabs for the world's poor. preceded by RFK Jr.'s public apology. And they go back and forth with Joe Rogan continuously asking the leading jab expert to come on and defend the jab. Other prominent podcasters start throwing money in the pot. Mr. Tim Pool adding 100,000 until the total reached around 800,000. I think we need to look into why one of the leading jab experts won't go on one of the biggest podcasts to defend the jab. Let's take a look at some of the flip-flopping he's done.
Uh-oh. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait. Ivan, where you at? Ivan, where you go? My moderator's telling me that they did not boot you. They didn't boot you. But hold on, I want you to see this. This is a scientist. This is not only a scientist, this is an expert. This is an expert. Okay, this is an expert. Okay, let's see what this expert has to say, like Dr. Fauci did as well. Check this out, y'all. This is an expert on this. Here we go. Check this out.
One of the things that we're not hearing a lot about is the unique potential safety problem of coronavirus vaccine.
And then we need to jab the kids. It's imperative to do this to protect them from hospitalization. I've said this repeatedly. With raging transmission, the only way we'll get through in-person classes is if everyone walking into the school is masked and everyone 12 and up is jabbed.
Experts, scientists telling us this. But what I told y'all, even when this man is pushing out the mask, you guys that follow me on this channel, did I not do a video? Did I not show y'all the different boxes that they gave us, medical professionals, that they gave us before we set foot into a hospital? Did I not show y'all the box that on the back of the box, the manufacturers, the makers of the mask said this mask will not protect you from any type of infection. But the scientists, they know better. Wear the mask. It's going to protect you. The people that make the mask is saying, no, it won't. But the expert said it will. Y'all, yeah, you can't even. Anyway, I'm going to digress from that and get back into this. Go ahead and break it down, Corey.
First, halting Delta transmission through jabs is a high bar, but it's doable. It means pretty much all of the adults and adolescents. Check this out.
Vaccine mandates every kid over the age of 12. Not only we're going to fully vaccinate the American people, but vaccinate the entire world. You have to aggressively vaccinate the Southern Hemisphere, vaccinate the African continent, South Asia, and Latin America. Let's go vaccinate the African people. The security of the country depends on getting everybody vaccinated.
Now let's look into some of the funding Mr. Hotez has acquired from people like Gates, Clinton, Anthony, and these guys. 1989 through 1992, Dr. Hotez was given $100,000 by, you guessed it, Iser. In 2003, he was also one of Iser's visiting professors. In 1996 to 2001, he was given $2,942,754 by Anthony and the NIH. He's also been given $44 million from the Gates Foundation. He's also gotten funds from the Clinton Global Initiative. These guys did a good breakdown on Mr. Hotez. I think everybody should watch.
Oh, no, that doesn't mean that. See, what it is, Ty, is now you're a conspiracy theorist, Ty. You're a conspiracy theorist. Dude, we got that's what I'm saying. Where you got receipts. The beauty of doing these videos is the receipts. You can go back to my live videos. You can go onto my, matter of fact, I'm going to show you how you can go back to my videos, and whenever I talk anything about COVID, and go back and watch and hear what I had to say on the subject. But you won't do that because you know why? It's going to take time for you to do it. You're going to have to want to do it. You're going to have to go back and watch the videos of me talking about all this stuff 2 years ago, 3 years ago. And you're going to go back and watch the videos of me telling you guys nothing but the truth and showing you what the paper said and telling you why I wouldn't do it from my own advice. You do know that people that become doctors and nurses and, therapists and PAs, you do know that all of us have our own opinions. That's why you go and get a second opinion, which is fine. If some of y'all didn't listen to what I said, but when you go back, and if you go back, like so-called do your research and see what Ty Smith had to say on anything he spoke on about COVID, you are not going to find it in there where I was wrong. I told y'all that COVID has nothing to do with diarrhea and why y'all buying up tissue. Y'all remember? Did y'all forget? Y'all thought I was going to forget about that. Did you think I was going to forget about how some of you lunatics was going out there and buying tissue in troves? I got videos of that too, telling y'all that it affect. I showed y'all videos of something that we have in most of our medical facilities called Sandy wipes. And the word coronavirus is on the Sandy wipes telling you that it will kill those type of things. I told you. It had nothing to do with diarrhea and everything to do with it attacking your lungs. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. If that's the truth, Ty, then why are so many people going out and buying tissue? Experts say, and that's why now they're trying to do testing through your booty hole. I'm dead serious. They legitimately were trying to test you through your butthole. Y'all went for it. And I'm sitting there telling y'all, guys, it's a lung thing. It is a lung thing. Why the heck why are y'all buying tissue and fighting over it? Well, I'm just saying, Ty, I believe, just like somebody said earlier, I respect you, Ty, but on this issue, you're wrong. Go back and watch my older videos and tell me where I had it wrong at. Go back. Because y'all sitting there letting them put that little Q-tip up you. This is a more strategic and a more potent way to see if you really got coronavirus. Let me sit there and give you an anal wipe. I'm sitting there like, what? Yes, they were doing that. Anyway, let me get back to my guy, Corey. Let him go in and show y'all this scientist, this expert.
But for now, let's hear some more flip-flopping.
Once you get over 65% of the population with a single dose vaccine and 50% 2 doses, the amount of transmission.
Pay attention to the date.
Will really start to decline. 60 to 70%, 60 to 80% threshold. We need to get to about 75% before we interrupt transmission.
Now, you hear what he just said? I know it's going really fast, and I'm not stopping the video. But the reason why I'm telling y'all this is because I was telling you guys, I'm just going back to the base. When we had to do certain things like hypotheses, we had to do these same things over and over and over again to form a hypothesis. How is it that all these so-called people that are in the medical field and all this, I can't believe this. I know why some of them did, because, we were going to be getting that money. Some today is another word for kickback, but we didn't get a kickback because they just changed the wording of it. But anyway, I digress. My point is saying all that is this. You had to all you had to do is rely on the ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s. This man said we can get just about 65% of the population vaccinated. We're going to da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And I'm sitting here saying he cannot make that statement. That right there is misinformation, because we don't know, because this vaccine has never been tested. It's never been no dang on. Where's the hypotheses? How do you know that in using a vaccine that's never been used, how do you know that if people get it, that it's going to lower the transmission? How can you say that when it's never been done? Oh, y'all, that's the common sense I'm telling you. That's the ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s. We learned it in school. Guys, if they come out and say, hey, we got a new, y'all, listen to me when I'm trying to tell y'all. There's so much stuff that's going through my head right now. People come to me all the time with pharmaceuticals. They buy the companies, the facilities that I'm at, that I direct over. They have people come in and they want to come in and say, hey, there's this new, they buy us lunch. And they make a presentation to us. They say, we got this new medication that's going to be hitting the market. It's called Juka-Deka-Dika-Boo. Okay. I know that's not really what it's called. Some of y'all, come on, catch on. It's called Juka-Beka-Dika-Boo. Okay. Juka-Beka-Dika-Boo is something that we're going to use to combat the effects of having asthma. They say that Juka-Beka-Dika-Boo, it works better than albuterol. They come in there half the time. I'm just going to be honest with you. Hopefully none of them are watching this video. I'm not even listening, because I know our company is not going to buy this medication that's actually being tested on the market right now. When I'll sit there and say, and I ask questions like, okay, how long has this been on the market? Well, it hit the market last year. And as of right now, we got a study of 800. Okay, this is what they'll do. We have a study. Our research right here shows that we had 8,000 people tested. Then we also had another 8,000 people that we gave placebo. And here are our results. This is what I'm telling you. This is what we do. This is what I do. And I will sit there and listen to everything they got to say, and I will shake their hand. Yeah, if something, blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to I'm not going to sit there and say, okay, we're going to bring this on so we can start handing this stuff out to our patients. And it's been on the market for a year. I don't care what it is. All I'm saying, why as doctors, PAs, pharmacists, why would you agree to something that's never been tested on a pandemic that has never happened in the history of this world, this name? Why would you? And how can you make the assumption that if you get 65% of the population vaccinated, that it is going to lower the transmission rate when you don't even know if it can be transmitted again, if you can be contagious? Ty, there you go. You just try. And was I wrong? What happened? Oh, we found out that after the first shot, you still can get COVID and pass it again. Oh, we found out that if you get the second shot, you can contract COVID and pass it on to somebody else. Oh, we found out if you get the booster that you can contract COVID and pass it on. Oh, we found out if you get the second booster, you can contract COVID and pass it on. You know what? We found out after the third booster that you could contract COVID and pass it along. And ladies and gentlemen, they found out that after you get the fourth booster, you can contract COVID and pass along. So guess what they're saying right now? Just so we can keep your immune system up to par, whatever right now, we're actually going to suggest that possibly you should just get the dang on booster shot every 6 months. But I'm just spreading. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, let's go back and finish this up, folks. I know I promised that I was going to let y'all go, but let me go ahead and let Corey break this all down for us again. Show this part.
3/4 of the U.S. population, roughly 80% of the U.S. population.
Let's hear some more.
News is good. It's saying even after 6 months, it still looks like it's really strong and durable. So this is going to be a long-lasting vaccine. A single dose is not very effective, but 2 doses fully vaccinated people are a week or 2 after the second dose. The masks can start to come off.
One's going to be long-lasting. Oh, no. Two, that'll do it. And after 2, you can take the mask off. And then
I think ultimately a third immunization with the mRNA vaccines will probably be needed at some point. We thought there was a pretty high likelihood we might have to give a third immunization down the line anyway at some point, because we had no idea about the durability of any protection of any of these vaccines. So if you
What did this Ivan, where you at? This scientist, he just agreed with Ty. But I'm not a scientist. But this expert agreed with lowly on Ty Smith, who went to school and who went through biology and cytology and pharmacology. This man, this expert, he turned around and agreed with Ty Smith. What? And I'm not a scientist, and he is? Well, Ivan, where you at? Told y'all. And I'm not doing this to be boastful or anything like that. I'm doing it to call out BS. I'm doing it to show y'all that people can be easily manipulated to do things if you can get them in fear and if you can get them very angry. People that are very angry and you get them angry and emotionally charged, if people that are fearful and you get them emotionally fearful, those people can be easily controlled. Easily.
you got a 2-dose Pfizer Moderna vaccine, think of it as a 3-dose vaccine. We ultimately will need to give a third immunization, and I've been pretty much saying that all along.
I think by now we're all realizing why he doesn't want to debate RFK Jr. Despite the enormous pot on the table, I think his arguments aren't going to stand up to scrutiny. His flip-flopping on the matter speaks for itself. I still would love to see this debate.
You know, these guys like Fauci get up there and start talking, you know, he doesn't know anything really about anything. And I'd say that to his face. They've got a personal kind of agenda, make up their own rules as they go. They change them when they want to. Like Tony Fauci does not mind going on television in front of the people who pay his salary and lie directly into the camera.
One of the main
Scientist. Trust the scientist. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Flat out flip-flopping line from leading experts, from ones who's really pushing you to do this. Unfortunately, we do have some friends. I mean, I'm just saying me, I have some friends, I have some colleagues that's in medicine. Let's just keep it real. Guys, as much as you guys praise us medical professionals, therapists, nurses, doctors, PAs, nurse practitioner specialists, as much as you praise us, let me let y'all in on something that's not a secret. We do not know everything. Not all of us in medicine critically think. Not all of us in medicine logically think. A lot of us in medicine, we do exactly what we were taught in school to do without questioning it. A lot of us in medicine, we do procedures and everything based off of what we learned in school and what they told us in school. Most of the time, we're not being told and taught to think innovatively. We're not told and taught to think nutritionally. We're told to treat medicinally, is what we're told. Anybody that thinks outside the box might be looked at as being a rogue. You might be looked at as being, oh, now the AMA might have an issue with you. Your own colleagues. Come on, Ty, man. Why are you calling so much? Just, man, look, we make good money, man. We just doing what, dude. I literally am different. I really care about you guys as individuals. I care about y'all mental. That's why I say at the end of my videos, I really do care about y'all. I'm somebody that do things that most people in the medical profession don't do. I go outside the box. I go and look into nutrition. I go and look into food. I'd rather have you get yourself well based off of the natural things that the Lord put here, called fruits and vegetables and things like that, versus trying to actually have you be on multiple Wouldn't you rather be on multiple vegetation versus multiple medications? Because multiple vegetation doesn't come with possible liver toxic. You know, you won't get psoriasis. You know, you won't have liver failure. You won't have kidney failure. You won't have adrenal failure. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't you rather just be on the fruit? And I know you say, well, oh man, medication is nasty. Well, fruit, y'all say fruits and vegetables are nasty too. So just think of it as medicine. But you know what? People want me to just stay in my lane. Can you just do this and just be? If we just did what they told us to do in medicine all the time, we would not have these inventions. Like going through the orthopedic portion, we would not have something called a Da Vinci machine where we can go in there and do things laparoscopically. We can sit there and make repairs just by putting some probes in your knee where we no longer have to slice you open. If we did things how they always told us to do it, there would be no such thing as a hip replacement. If we did things like we always did things without trying to think outside the box, everybody would be put on an operating table that looks the same. But when you go to ortho and get your hip done or something like that, you put on something called a HANA table or a HANA table, however you want to pronounce it, tomato. Point being, I'm so glad that I had great mentors in my life. And I'm so glad that I was always this curious kid since I was little. My mom would tell you, boy, you talk too much and you ask too many questions. I was told that ever since I was a kid. I was the but why kid. But why? Because I wanted an explanation. And if you gave me the explanation, I was going to ask you why until it made sense. And I had to also see it as well. That's just me. You can say to me, my son is sitting right here. If he say, Dad, it is a nice day outside. If the curtains are closed, I'm going to say, oh, okay, I'm going to go out there and see for myself if the day is indeed nice. That's what I'm going to. If you told me, man, it is very cloudy outside, I'm going to go see if it's cloudy outside. When they say, oh, yeah, there's going to be storms in this area, what do? A person with common sense, you go out there and you look. Ooh, it do smell like it's going to rain. Oh boy, we hear that thundering going on. Ooh, the wind is picking up. You go out there and see if what they told you was the truth, right? Why is it when it comes to stuff like this, a lot of people just buy into it? The Ivans, y'all just fall right into it. You don't care. And anybody like myself who's questioning the ones who's pushing this information now, if somebody like me is coming along saying, but why? Man, well, you're not a scientist. You're just a lonely old, why are you? No. Why? That's all I'm saying. Trump said, we got it done really fast. We got people are saying that I saved millions of lives, but there's also people that passed away. Trump, you got blamed for being, Trump also got blamed for not having the best response to COVID when it happened. And they're saying he's responsible for millions of lives being lost. They also call him a xenophobe because Trump tried to shut things down to keep people from traveling. Oh, he's a xenophobe, but then it's so much stuff. But my thing is, why? The vaccine is great. We've done something we've never done before. We got it done. I got it done in record time. But why'd you have to push it so fast? Why Trump? Why didn't we go through the regular procedures that you usually go through, the 3 to 5 year mark? Why? Because we had great scientists working on it. They're the best they are. I don't care. We know through schooling, the ABCs and the 1, 2, 3 said that this needs a 3 to 5 year testing. Some of them even longer. That's all I'm saying, folks. Y'all. Mr. Michael, God bless you for sending in a super chat. Really do appreciate that. DJ, thank you so much, and God bless you for sending in a super chat right there, guys. Don't worry about how much it is. Ben Hall, Appreciate you, and God bless you for sending the super chat. I'm just getting this off before I leave out of here. Aiden, God bless you for sending the super chat. Really, really do appreciate it. Folks, appreciate y'all rocking this out with me. I went way longer than I was supposed to, but I really do appreciate y'all taking your time out today to hear me rant on this situation. And even with y'all comments, even to the ones that agreed, even with the ones that disagreed, y'all know that most likely the things that I tell you guys is all for truth, is all to help you guys out, is all to make sure that you guys are going to be in the position of what I'm getting ready to say right now. And that's hoping and praying that every last one of you guys have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I pray that every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.